Some people can cause damage, hurt you, disrespect you, and still act like they did nothing wrong. They'll ignore the conversation, change the subject, blame someone else, or pretend the situation never happened. But the truth is this: people who never apologize aren't cold or heartless. They're protective. Not of you, but of themselves. Psychology shows that, for many people, apologizing feels like a threat to their identity. The moment they admit they made a mistake, they fear it will confirm something they've been trying to hide for years, that they're flawed, imperfect, or not as good as they pretend to be. To them, saying, "I'm sorry," isn't just an apology. It's a collapse of the mask they've been wearing. This is why emotionally fragile people often refuse to apologize, even when the mistake is obvious. Accepting responsibility creates shame, and shame is one of the hardest emotions for the human mind to process. Instead of facing it, they protect themselves by denying everything. It's a defense mechanism, not a logic system. Some people don't apologize because they fear consequences. If they admit they were wrong, they feel like they lose power, status, or control. An apology becomes a negotiation. If they give in, they think you'll have leverage over them, so they double down even when the truth is painfully clear, because holding their ground feels safer than being accountable. Others were raised in environments where apologies didn't exist. Maybe their parents never apologized to them. Maybe mistakes were punished instead of discussed. Maybe vulnerability wasn't allowed. When someone grows up in a world where admitting fault leads to humiliation, they learn to survive by avoiding it completely. You're not dealing with stubbornness, you're dealing with emotional conditioning. And then there are people who don't apologize because they genuinely believe they didn't do anything wrong. Their worldview is so centered around themselves that they interpret everything through the lens of their own intentions, not the impact they had on others. If they didn't mean it, then in their mind, nothing happened. That mindset blocks empathy because they only see reality from the inside out. But here's the part most people overlook. Someone not apologizing has nothing to do with your worth. It doesn't mean your feelings are invalid. It doesn't mean the hurt wasn't real. It simply means the other person doesn't have the emotional structure to handle responsibility. At least not yet. You can't force an apology out of someone who's not capable of giving one. And if you do get an apology from them, it's often defensive, half-hearted, or vague. Something like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," which is not an apology at all. It's a way to avoid taking ownership. True apologies require emotional maturity, empathy, and the courage to see ourselves honestly. Not everyone has that. So if you're dealing with someone who never apologizes, don't waste energy trying to convince them. Pay attention to their patterns, not their promises. Protect your boundaries. And remember, your healing doesn't depend on someone else admitting they hurt you. If you found this helpful and want more psychology videos like this, hit like and subscribe. Your emotional clarity matters.